wanted to update you on the missing dog, since it's a pretty emotional thing that you might be invested in from my post yesterday. Let's see, she went missing Wednesday morning, last seen on my road, and it is Friday at about 3:30 in the afternoon. Somebody posted a picture on Nextdoor of my dog 7 miles east. And like one of my clients sent it to me, like she saw it, she screenshot it, and she's like, "Is this your dog?" Like, oh my God, yes, that's her. So then I went on Nextdoor and I was like, that's my dog. So I ran over there. I would have got there because they shared the location. I would have got there about an hour after the sighting, and I just spent 2 hours. I drove around the whole neighborhood calling for her, and nothing. So I saw there was luckily this neighborhood is under neighborhood watch. I guess they're special, right? They're the special people who get special treatment of a sheriff doing neighborhood watch. So I saw the sign and I was like, it says, "Please report any suspicious activity." And I'm like, well, I mean, somebody picking up my dog for whatever reason and transporting her 7 miles east to this neighborhood is suspicious activity. So I called it in, and luckily they accepted it. And so the sheriff in the area hopefully are just like aware that this dog has been like taken, stolen. I mean, who knows? Some people are just think they're doing the right thing, and it's like the dog was like, you never know. I mean, people are just a mixed bag of very strange and very confusing behavior. So I'm not going to speculate too heavy on that. But she was spotted. I was just there. So since I didn't find her, I put up signs, and like the library was closed, so I couldn't just print out flyers. I had to go to Walmart and buy neon green poster, and then I had to physically write on every single one. I made 12 of them and just put them up all over. And then like one on the other neighborhood entrance in case she goes that way, and then one like as you go into town at the stoplight. So like she's very friendly, so I'm just guessing she doesn't have her collar on anymore. And if someone finds her, they wouldn't know. Also, this neighborhood, I noticed there was a lot of older people, not elderly, but older. Like maybe they don't use Nextdoor, right? Like maybe they don't know what to do. Like they don't use these things. They're just good old fashioned. You're not going to miss these signs. If the dog is like found, captured, and she doesn't have her collar on anymore, that's my dog. That's my dog. This is the thing. This is like my frustration yesterday. Like, that's my dog. You can't just take my dog. I don't know where that notion comes from, but I was just so sad. I'm just thinking in my head, like this is my fucking dog. And I don't want your thoughts and prayers. I want you to help find my fucking dog. You know, there's like a turn in Christianity, I feel like. I don't want your lazy ass thoughts and prayers. The days of thoughts and prayers are over. I want your help finding my dog. I'm so over the lazy thoughts and prayers crowd. Thoughts and prayers? No, get your lazy butt up, go for a walk, ride your bike around, help me find my dog. I mean, people won't do that. That's a lot to ask, but in this, yeah, like, I don't know what to say. I'm not mad if somebody didn't do that, but, you know, it's time to like wrangle the physical reality, because people are so lazy too. It's like, I don't know. I got all these thoughts going through my head. I got this like perspective, and it's not good, right? It's like it's like you kind of stuck in your own little I can put the light on now because I'm in my neighborhood. You can stay kind of stuck in your little echo chamber, like with your world being so perfect, but like once in a while it gets turned upside down, and then you find yourself in a different demographic, a different neighborhood, dealing with different people, learning a new skill. And every time I feel like I have to do something like this, it's pretty grim. On the other side of the coin, like, people are really awesome. Like, this is what I want to suggest, is that people are so far gone that you're like, wow, grim, very grim. Or just they're so like, they could be really good people, but they're just so antisocial, they're so jaded. I get that too, right? I don't claim to know exactly what's going on with everyone. But then on the other side of the coin, you're like, wow. And then some people are really freaking awesome. Like, everyone needs to be really awesome. But we're just like drowning in a sea of just grim people. And it's like, every time I get to like, I do this thing, or I'm in like a new territory, I get to experience like a new thing, I'm like, wow. People are really far gone. Like, we are like we're so ready for the end, you know, whatever that looks like. Like, people are so ready for it. Like, we're so ready for it. And just like the random stupidity, you're like, you know, even if you thought, obviously, conspiracy theorists about the way AI is eating people's brains up, like the stupidity of some people, it's like they're not even there. It's like lights are on and nobody's home. They don't have two cells to run together. They have zero creativity left in their brain. Like, they are just dumb, and then it makes them angry when they're like lightly inconvenienced. You know, there's this huge Facebook group on Facebook, obviously, and it's called New to Austin, for people in their 20s or their 30s. And I guess I've been in it for like ever, even though I'm not new to Austin anymore. I've been in this group forever. So the dude, and there's like, I forget how many people are in there, a lot. And it's dumb. It's a dumb group. But anyways, he changed the name to Make Austin Great Again. So he changed the name of the group from New to Austin 20s 30s to Mega New to Austin 20s 30s. And like, immediately 500 people left the group, and then there's just been an uproar of people like going nuts over it. It's like, imagine being that emotionally reactive in 2025. Like, we are 9 years in the bullshit, and you still get so emotionally reactive to somebody just changing the name of the group, MAGA, Make Austin Great Again. And then people lose their shit, and they're like, I gotta leave. Like, I can't be a part of this. Oh my God. Like, imagine being that emotionally reactive this day and age. So then the creator comes out and he says, listen, the reason why I did this was because we are lacking activity for the amount of people that are in here, and the group was in danger of getting shut down. So in terms of content creation, like, I guess even negative feedback, it still counts as like your group's doing good. So he was like, I did it just to get some like really quick engagement to like save the group page. Like, initially that was the reason why he did it, was just to like funny haha, like troll people. And then also he was like, I really needed some like really quick spike of engagement because it's been so low. He's like, you people aren't even engaging in the group anymore. And here's the thing, maybe it's because we're diluted in a sea of dumb NPC, emotionally reactive, lazy, just thoughts and prayers, just seed oil eating, Coca-Cola drinking, you know, like just that petri dish of America, the specimen of the America's petri dish, just all wrapped up into one. We're like diluted in a sea of them. So if there was some giant COVID 2.0 and it was directly tailored to people whose brains have been eaten up by AI, they don't like their mind is not their own anymore. This is like the zombie apocalypse. Like, their mind is not their own anymore. Jack Dorsey, the former CEO of Twitter, said people are going to offload, they're going to be offloading their consciousness into the phone. And he said that might be hard for people to believe. He said, but the way it's going to manifest, like what you're going to see is you're going to see people believing stuff that's not true. Like, you're going to see people watching a video that's clearly fake, CGI, AI. He said, and people eventually will not know the difference. They will think it's real. He said it's going to begin with fake headlines that are, you know, like crazy. He's like, and then it's going to get as bad as like videos that are obviously fake, but people are going to believe they're real. So he's like, you know, if you can't get behind the whole like physicality of it all, he's like, just know like this is what's happening. And then also just that like emotionally reactive nature. Like, imagine being that freaking emotionally reactive in 2025 over the word MAGA. You know, it's sad. I feel bad for these people, but they're probably dickheads, right? They probably don't give a fuck about me and my dog, right? People like that will have like a hair appointment and I'll be like, hi, I have to cancel because my dog is missing and I'm literally having a panic attack. Like, my motor skills are gone. I can't do your hair. People like that would be like, okay, I'm gonna go to a hairdresser then because I wanted my hair done today. So, like, I say I feel bad for them, but at the same time, like, they're the worst people. Like, that's just a symptom of, like, you're the worst people ever. That's just a symptom of it. And then, like, probably, you know, that's why I just want to do business with nice people. So when you're in crisis, people understand, because I've been in situations where I was in business with horrible people and the same thing happened. I have a panic disorder where and I think this is most people who have panic disorders, my motor function, it takes a shit. I can't move. If I try to move, I'll hyperventilate. And if I try too hard to like not panic, I panic even more. So like, no, I physically cannot even, I can just barely do what I need to do just to eat and take a shower that day. So I don't have the motor function to get to work and be of service. And so nice people understand that, right? Because it's like, okay, so it is something emotional, even though I'm not like a very emotional person anymore. I mean, how can you be? How can you be so emotionally reactive this day and age? But it's a panic disorder, right? Something a little different. You know, and it is kind of emotional. I mean, it's absolutely friggin' devastating when your dog goes missing. It's the worst thing ever. As, you know, single woman, that's my best friend. Like, she's my everything. Like, you know, and then when they're not there, it's like, it just paints such a contrast to like how really not here she is, because your brain is all these just automated responses throughout the day. Like, if I open the side door, oh, Jerry's home. If I open the side door, usually I start hearing her little feet come around the corner. But it's like, no, her little feet are not coming around the corner because she's not here, right? And I look out the window. I'm used to seeing a dog. So now, like, every time I look out the window, which I just do automatically because I'm always looking out the window to see what they're up to, there's nobody there. There's no dog there. So, you know, it doesn't help the panic. And, you know, I think this is why people who lose spouses or children, they have to move out of that house. This is very common because I'm surrounded by people like this. So not only is it recommended, but most people have to do it for their sanity. And I see why, you know, because if Athena didn't come home, and maybe, I don't know, like, if I didn't ever get her back, like, I don't think I could live here anymore. Because I don't know how long it would take my brain to, like, kind of forget all the little automated responses that surround her all day long from me. So, anyways, that's the update on the dog. Do I not like Christians? Well, I don't really like religious groups. Like, Jesus is the Lord. I'm saved through Jesus. My relationship to God is through Jesus, the mediator. Jesus didn't ask you to start a religion, okay? He asked you to start a relationship with him. So I actually tend to like Christians because I find that in Christian groups, they tend to be more proactive, more under presented on a world stage very soon. The fake Christians and the real Christians are going to segregate. Jesus is the Lord. Even my church that I love so much is non-denominational, and it's not like a tranny, like we're trannies, like it's not like a hippie new age. No, it's like everything is for a relationship to Jesus with the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit is what's going to help you survive. Like the Holy Spirit is what's going to help me get my dog back. The Holy Spirit is what helps people not be lazy and dumb. And so that's why it's non-denominational, is because everything is just through relationship to Jesus. So you guys are funny. I'm gonna cut this off because it keeps cutting off. That's the update. That's like the right kind of people. Love y'all so much. I guess thanks for your thoughts and prayers. I don't know, mostly just want help finding my dog. Like, thoughts and prayers, okay, let's like see if it makes a difference, you know? Prove me wrong. I think that we need to like take over the material world in a very big way, and that sounds very Hitler-esque, but it's also very biblical. Like, just the fact that I have to sift through a sea of just drowning people just to get my dog back that should have never been taken in the first place. No, I don't want your thoughts and prayers. I want my fucking dog back, right? Like, it's time to like take over reality, like in a very material way. So yeah, thoughts and prayers also. All right, check you later. Have a good night. Jerry wants to go in. He's meowing.